Alrighty. No, it has been like a week since I've streamed. Been trying to pace it out a little bit so that I wouldn't get burned out. And we are coming up on the end of the game. Only thing is I had been playing a little bit off stream to complete the roads, or at least to a certain degree, because having the roads completed at least up from like one point of Australia to the other point of Australia is super helpful. Because even if you don't complete like all the roads, you can still get from one end to the other in a pinch. Just checking to make sure I am actually live. And it is taking a minute, so have fun reading this. I will probably be reading it in just a moment. Come on, damn it. Load. There. Okay. So I am live. Sam is once again engulfed in a tarfall, and fights the mysterious man who seems to be looking for Lou. Sam defeats him before being handed his ID card. Analysis reveals the man is Neil Vanna, a porter who died in a void out 11 years ago after being engaged in numerous delivery efforts from Mexico to the UCA. Investigations into Neil are ongoing. In the meantime, Sam delivers the cryptobite variants to the chronobiologist. A cryobiologist. That means something different. Oop, don't need that. Upgrade quest. I can't even remember what that was for. Data scientist, eye strain medication. Trust that because as much as I love the data scientist, Echo, we now have our Pizza Atame hat, which will probably be our hat for the foreseeable future. Alright. And our next destination should be to rest here, which should kick off a cutscene.
We managed to learn a few more things about Neil Vanna. You may remember that he was a porter contracted by Bridges. That's what we told you before. Since then, I received a mail.
Another one from our very own Hartman, I'm guessing. Look, we sure we can trust them? Whoever they are?
They are almost certainly someone on the inside. Someone with access to the UCA's administrative systems. It seems Neil Vanna was attending therapy sessions.
But the real revelation is who Vanna's therapist was. Charlie, can you please explain?
A specialist who worked with other doomed sufferers, including one Sam Bridges. She was your therapist and your partner.
Lucy?
Neil Vanna's name was on our client list. Right there in black and white.
That's crazy.
We also uncovered a photo you should see.
Per the records, they perished in a void out which claimed an entire city. A void out only you survived, Sam.
Lucy was pregnant at the time.
It wasn't mine. The child she was carrying. She straight up told me to my face. I never had any kids. She was just my shrink, helping me to work through my often phobia. That's all she ever was to me.
Alright. So that cutscene dropped some pretty heavy implications. The fact that Sam's child, that his thought to be fiance, apparently not his fiance, um, but yeah, just heavy stuff. Stuff that nobody should ever have to go through, but happens all too often in today's world, and as you can see, all too often in any time and environment. Because they were very much well into the Death Stranding by the time the Void Out had happened. Because Sam's repatriate abilities and Amelie, later to be revealed to be both Bridget and Amelie, with their various Doom's abilities. Finished drinking these. Dr. Dahlman.
That sure looked good, Sam. What a stylish pair of glasses. I'm sure they'll suit you, Sam.
We had recently acquired a pair of glasses from doing some orders.
You and Neil Vana have a stronger connection than I realized. There must be some reason why he keeps appearing before you in that mysterious realm. Admittedly, while we've only seen a few pieces of the larger puzzle, it may lead to discoveries you might struggle to accept. Nevertheless, I commend you for your courage in facing your past head-on thus far. I say this with the utmost sincerity.
Well then.
When you consume a chronobiote, your perception of the world around you dramatically slows down for a brief period. It's not hard to imagine why that'd be beneficial in the middle of a fight. You'd have a much easier time lining up your shots, and you'd see enemy attacks coming long before they had a chance to hit you. I'm reminded of the difference in the passage of time experienced when we're on the beach. It stands to reason that both phenomena might be caused by microbes from the beach and their effects on our bodies when ingested. Neil Vana, a porter employed by Bridges. A man not unlike yourself, it would seem. But why did he appear in that so-called nirvana, or rather, that realm of the dead? And then there's the fact that he clearly spoke Lou's name. If we have another opportunity to visit that mysterious realm, then perhaps we can get some answers. Apropos of nothing, the times we've encountered Neil Vana. The first was amidst flames, and the second was in what seemed to be flood-ravaged ruins. Now, I believe that you were previously transported to a realm not unlike a battlefield. The places we found ourselves in are similar in that they were the sites of disasters. This is just a theory, but it could be the case that what we've seen is a reflection of Neil's mental state. He may have been a first-hand witness to a terrible tragedy which left a lasting mark on him.
Well then. Lots to think about for sure. Use the restroom, I guess. Don't skip this part.
Bye, Sam.
Hey. Now skip it. And skip. Skip. We do not need to see Sam using the bathroom or taking a shower. He's just gonna comment on how we took a shower. Let's head out.
You really don't remember me.
woman just now. Was that...
Lucy. That was Lucy.
Ah, yes. She was your therapist, wasn't she?
Alright. Next order is way out there. But it's like that one vision that we just had. Clearly Lucy was somebody from Neil's past. There's like not sure how much of that we have already revealed, so I don't want to go too far into it. But Lucy and Neil had history. Not necessarily good history or like lovers or anything like that, but history. God damn it. Activate the damn terminal, Sam. I swear to God, this game gives my fucking controller drift. And it's only this game.
Ooh, just the man I've been waiting for. The Metagenomis's main order is prepped and ready for you. We'd like you to capture the timefall-resistant emu I identified and take it to her shelter. You might find the capturing part tricky, but if you're real quiet, you shouldn't have too much trouble getting close. Now, this emu appears to possess certain unique temporal properties. It may well have some kind of connection to extinction entities as well. The metagenomicist might have different insights into its nature given her specialization, though. Personally, I'm hoping this might lead us to a major breakthrough. Help us out, Sam.
Alright, we're going to capture an emu. Order 33. Now, I have looked up to see, like, our point of no return is order 46. That is, like, you do order 46 and then, like, be ready for the end of the game. So, if we get to that point in this stream, we will probably end up calling it there. Not sure exactly how long these missions are really going to pan out to be. Focus skeleton. Ooh, focus skeleton. Really good for getting around in the mountains. Which is where we're at right now, so. It's going to be more important to us than the battle skeleton. Backpack customization? What did I get? Did I get something new? Yes. Ooh, I got chiral tea. That gives me likelihood of them fleeing when you approach it. Ooh, that's good for collecting, and that's just extra battery. And we're just gonna keep things the way they are. Everything's good. It's been like a week since I played, so I'm kind of reminding myself of everything that's going on here too. I'm gonna stick with the AI camo, I guess. Don't necessarily have a snowy mountain outfit. Get what upgrades I have. Battery discharger. No. I do not want that. Blood warning. Improved coffin board. Don't necessarily need it. I don't use it. Faster order operations. Again, don't need it. Don't use it. All of this is don't need it. So we're not gonna worry about it. Gonna head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I'm streaming a little bit later than I usually do, but I had shit to do, you know, life happens. And I'm not exactly a big professional streamer by any means, so I don't have the ability to just stream. I have to work too. Not to say that other professional streamers don't work and do things like several streamers and stuff that I follow, they're voice actors and they do really good work. Like recently, Alejandro Saab is a voice actor I like. He's also a VTuber that goes by Sayu. Shit. Okay, what the fuck was that? That was way too goddamn high. I was like, I'm just trying to make my way down this rocky mountain path. Just because I want to be able to avoid those freaking BTs down there. Yes, I see you. I see those strands. Yeah. You don't want to let yourself just roll all the way down. So you gotta like hit brakes the whole time you're like going down something like this, or else you'll fly off a fucking ledge on accident. Shit, forgot what I was saying. Trying to make sure I don't fly off a ledge. Alright, grabbing anything from you. Oh yeah, point of no return, order 46. So if we get to there, that'll be great and all, but we do have a few like housekeeping things to take care of. Mostly want to be able to get to the mechanic to level 3, to make sure that we have that done. It gets us a piece of equipment that'll be super useful for the ending sequence. Don't want to spoil what it is, but it is very nice. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, after that, Alejandro Saab, yes, a voice actor that I really like. He is the voice of Deadpool in Marvel Rivals. Or at least a version of him, maybe? I'm not sure how Marvel Rivals is, I don't really play it. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy the actor. He does also several other things, mostly Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, stuff like that. So if you're into your anime gacha games and stuff, you might have heard his voice before. Alright. It kind of looks like a thumb giving a like. You have to view it from like a certain angle because otherwise it just looks like a river. So really this whole thing right here looks like a head screaming. And then a little like. Got a heart over here. Just little fun details and stuff that you notice. I mean, you can vaguely call this a heart shape, but I wouldn't. That's a stretch. Anyway, I drank an energy drink before I started stream. Could you tell? Can I get across this? I definitely can get across this. It's gonna drain my battery a bit. So we might need to hit up the generator close by the chronobiologist. Yes. If I don't have a generator close by the chronobiologist already, I will build one. Yes, please don't throw me into the air anti-gravity device. You're supposed to help me carry extra cargo, not hurt me. Arrgh. Okay, didn't want to back up into the tree. Shit, didn't want to run into that tree. Just wanted to back up to here.
This is the spot where it was last seen. Emus are awfully fast. This search may take a while.
Alright, gotta remember how to play this game. There we go. That's the crouch button. Sorry, I have been playing Fallout 4 for the past week, and essentially setting up a water empire. I would dare to say that I'm probably the foremost water producer in all of the Commonwealth.
Enough already.
Or at least the Boston Commonwealth. There is also the Capital Commonwealth that may or may not be getting a remaster soon. there were hopes, very high hopes, that Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas were going to get a remaster drop at the end of the Fallout TV show Season 2. And come here! Damn it. It's square, not triangle. Ah! We're gonna get ya! Ah! Sam just suplexes the emu.
Wonderful. We've secured the animal. Let's deliver it to the metagenomicist.
Next we have foot tracks. Hopefully we can follow them back. I forget, I wander around like a fucking idiot. Basically to say I give little regard to terrain even though I should. Haha! There's my truck. Yeah, so essentially if the emu runs over something that I should probably go around, I will run over it as well. I am definitely the barbarian of my D&D group. Playing a paladin right now in D&D actually, but still. If I were to play in a different campaign in a canon setting, because I am playing in a third-party setting right now. Very Bloodborne-esque world. But if I were playing in a, say, Far Realms, Faerun, Sword Coast, something like that. D&D newers know what I'm talking about. But I would play with a barbarian. Go jacking that strength up to ridiculous degrees to the point where it makes it seem like I'm superhuman. Excuse me. Because great thing, or what I like about D&D is, like, even the martial characters and the later levels, if you put together the abilities right, become superhuman. So you could have an entirely, like, no magic campaign with just martial characters, like fighters, rogues, might be able to get away with, like, an artificer or ranger. I'm also realizing that I am describing One Piece D&D and... Where am I taking this thing again? Am I taking it to the animal shelter? I'm taking it to the animal shelter. Or the metagenomicist. Got to be a better way for me to do this. Backing up. I didn't need to come back over here. Shows you how much I was paying attention. I was talking too much about D&D. In 2014 D&D, you could do crazy things, and it's like in 2024, it's like you still do amazing and incredible things. It's just there's not as much like content out for 2024 D&D, so of course you can't do as many as crazy and amazing, incredible things. But not to say that there's not fun to be had. I'm playing a 2014 class adapted to 2024 rules. You just have to change like when certain things happen and all that. But I'm a paladin warlock. One level of warlock. And so far I think 3 levels of paladin. So I'm one level behind the rest of my party as far as getting like a feat or any of the major milestones within D&D characters. Come on. Gonna make me just go around and be sensible, aren't you? God damn it. I want to be stubborn and hard-headed. Let me drive over the rock. Yeah. I am a gimme rich. I think that's how it's pronounced. But essentially, my character has like a bunch of eyes, like a whole bunch of eyes all over his body. He is half Cthulhu being, essentially. So he has been like ostracized his whole life because his mother just essentially was pregnant one day, gave birth the next day. Literally how it's described in the book. It's really weird. But that gives me certain powers and abilities. And I have combined them. Where the hell am I going? That way. But I have combined the Warlock and Paladin thing together so that I can be a... Oh, fuck yeah, that's probably why I didn't drive through here the first time. There's a bunch of fucking BTs over there. But I've combined the two so that I can be a paladin that fights and smites with his charisma. I do not want to fucking be here. I do not, under any fucking circumstance, want to be here. What the absolute fuck? I was not prepared for that. That's Gatequake. That's the motherfucking Gatequake. I wanna go home. Fuck you and your bullshit. I will take my ridiculous all-terrain vehicle and leave. Fucking A, I was trying to avoid just taking the same boring old route. Because I understand the roads are super helpful, but they're not always the most exciting. And while I understand that going over rocky terrain isn't necessarily exciting, it does break up the monotony, you could say. Anyways, yes. My idea with my character is to essentially debuff and buff. So my allies, I'll be giving like different benefits to, like roll extra dice, add my charisma modifier to saving throws, that kind of stuff. While at the same time taking certain benefits and stuff away from my enemies. So, fun stuff. So, I have been debating with myself about whether or not I should go more Warlock or more Paladin. I did kind of plan my character out, like all 20 levels, and like it was a fun little thought experiment, but I want to make sure I'm not getting bombed. But as we've been playing and I've been getting my teammates and stuff in the game, it made me think about it a little bit differently. So maybe instead of being essentially a heavy warlock and stuff, I'll be more of a paladin. Because my idea was to go Warlock 1 level, or Paladin 1 level, Warlock 1 level, and then Paladin until I was Paladin level 6, which would put me at an overall level of 7. Again, just 1 level behind the rest of my teammates, but it's for major payoff. The Paladin level 6 gets me my aura, which funnels off of my charisma modifier and stuff like that, so I've essentially created a character that is able to do melee and magic entirely based off the charisma modifier, and because of the Paladin subclass that I'm in, I can add my charisma modifier to certain physical attributes as well. All very fun stuff. The idea was to have him do that to level 6 or overall 7, and where did I go? Oh no. I remember there being BTs over here too. What? If I get over to my generator and stuff over there, I'll be at least top off on energy. But, once I got to this point of the level 7, I was going to go more into Warlock for essentially the rest of my character. Because I was told it was supposed to be a level 2 level 20 campaign. And like 6 levels of Paladin and 14 levels of Warlock would give me all of the key attributes of Warlock and most of the, I guess you could say, I don't want to say bread and butter, but they are like the things you're going to be using the most often. Your most vital, like, in a pinch, I need help kind of things. From the Paladin. Now granted, Paladin gets a hell of a lot more later on that does a lot more. But it's not going to be the same kinds of things, and it's not going to be as spellcastery, and the spells are a lot of fun in D&D. So, I wanted to be able to play around with spells, as well as being able to stand on the front lines and take some damage. There we go, we're getting a little bit closer this time. But, like another theme behind my character is he was, because his mother was a noble that was essentially impregnated by this weird eldritch god, he was given to the church, and the church, thinking, oh, you're some weird eldritch thing that we don't understand, we're gonna turn you into this cool eldritch weapon, and you're gonna fight stuff for us, you're gonna be a monster hunter. So that's what he did, and for his whole life he wanted to be a monster hunter. He wanted to be the top tier of monster hunter. Like, in this world I think they're called the Grey Templars, and he was told because he was part eldritch beings that would never happen. So now that he is coming close to the end of his life, he's retired from his military service, and he owns a bar. And that's where the events of the story have kicked off. I will stop rambling about my D&D character and play some Death Stranding. Deliver report. No damage here.
Thanks for coming. I've been looking forward to this delivery. Now let's take a look. What a nice treat this is. A delivery in excellent condition. going well, and I have you to thank for it. All that's left is to connect me to the chiral network. I'm ready.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I fucked up there for a second. I tried to go to the bathroom during that, and came back, picked up my controller, screwed things up. New section on the Chiral Network. EX Capture Grenade. A grenade that has special effects on large BTs, catchers. Defeating a weakened catcher by throwing... excuse me. Defeating a weakened catcher by throwing a EX Capture Grenade into its mouth will produce a BT crystal. Like other grenades, these can be stored in a regular grenade pouch. This, very key for later on, and one of the biggest, or one of the key aspects of the game. That is a bit of music that I've apparently missed, so we will try to listen to it later. Thank you, Copyright Machine. That's what it calls an in-game music player.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Because I have a screenshot that I sent to my friends of like a stream I did where I had the music player on the whole time, pretty much.
I have something I'd like to give you. I hope it's to your liking.
Sorry, I'm looking at the stream on my phone as well, and it just got to the point where it cut off. So, that I didn't realize I was carrying a battle skeleton. That's to shoot. Or wait. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention when I do. I clicked on the thing. I was like, ah.
All hooked up at last. And wow, I was able to finish my analysis of the emu you brought me in an instant. Turns out it was absolutely riddled with parasitic chiral microbes. It would seem their presence was enough to alter the emu's temporal flow, which is probably why it didn't grow older when exposed to timefall. This all but confirms what the chronobiologist has been saying. Hosts for these chiral microbes are subject to the timeless influence of the beach. It's still unclear how this might be related to extinction entities, but it's a vital clue for solving the mystery of the Death Stranding. An extinction entity has the capacity to trigger the last stranding. And if that comes to pass, the end of humanity itself is assured. Higgs attempted to make use of one such entity back in the UCA, but I know you personally put a stop to his plans. Hartman told me everything about those events. It's anyone's guess what Higgs is trying to accomplish this time, but I believe in you. And that's why I'm giving you these. EX capture grenades are invaluable weapons that work by leveraging the temporal properties of parasitic chiral microbes to great effect. In essence, they allow you to defeat weakened BTs in an instant by drastically destabilizing their intrinsic flow of time. But that's not all. These grenades can give you the means to summon your own BTs to attack other BTs. Should work on all larger specimens. I've prepared a few for immediate use.
There's so much we can learn by studying chiral microbes, you know? They might even hold the answer to treating 21-minute syndromes like mine. Well, we've discovered plenty of chiral creatures that resemble smaller animals like rats and spiders. As their name might suggest, chiral microbes are even tinier. They're parasitic by nature and favor hosts from the world of the dead. They're just an amazing discovery all around. The final missing piece I needed for my research. Yes. Next time you're able to inflict significant damage on a large BT, try tossing an EX capture grenade into its mouth. Not only will you neutralize your foe, but you'll find it also leaves behind a milky white chiral crystal. I've taken to calling these objects BT crystals. If you see one, make sure you don't forget to pick it up. I say that because if you've got one on hand, you'll be able to use it the next time you encounter a large BT. The BT crystal will react with the tar and transform into a variant of the BT you captured. When activated, the crystal will summon a variant of the BT that spawned it, which will emerge from the depths of the tar. Ordinary large BTs will perceive this variant as a critical threat and proceed to attack on sight. Yes, I'm also a member of the 21-Minute Anxiety Association. The chronobiologist happens to be another member. We're sisters, in fact. Our mother belongs to the group, too. She's a hydrologist working out of Hartman's lab. Perhaps you've already met? We've all got similar conditions, but I'm not sure if genetics is a relevant factor. But whatever the cause of our syndromes may be, we are all trying to study the world and find answers in our own ways. In recent days, large BTs have been growing more active in the region to the south of this facility. It's possible that this too could be a consequence of Higgs's efforts. If you're headed that way, you had better be prepared for the worst. Though that might also be a good opportunity to give those EX capture grenades a try. I just know they'll prove effective. And if you're interested in some additional work, I'd also like you to take the emu you brought me to the animal shelter. The staff there want to look after it, and I don't have the proper facilities to give it a home here anyway. I've posted a sub-order for this request. There's no rush. You can pick it up from the delivery terminal here whenever you're ready. Thanks again for all your help. I'll probably be hitting you up again.
Sam, your next destination is the F5 East Distribution Center, which can be found near the southeast shore of the lake close by. I'm told one of the staff members there is an old acquaintance of yours. Anyway, a main order has been entered into the system. You can access the delivery terminal here to undertake it. That said, another request concerning the animal you rescued has also caught my eye. Alternatively, you can undertake this sub-order first if you wish. I'll leave it up to you, Sam.
God damn it, Sam, running in the walls. Alright, taking on orders. Got sub-order. Back. Cover stuff and bring it back here. That's gonna be a trek. That was the other thing I was thinking about when that was all being talked about. Main order. Haha! To the F5 East Distribution Center. This road I built will pay off. So it's gonna be another trip. It's gonna be like going around because well, I mean, I guess I could go through here just so I could capture something. I would ask for people to comment, but I know like the few people who regularly chime in, or not chime in, but listen in, are people that are at work. So, I know you can't chat back. Just gonna, I guess, take the main order and go straight down, yeah. But at least we'll be able to take the road back out on our own. We won't be subject to doing all that bullshit twice. Into the offloader. Check to see. Nope, I didn't get any new enhancements that I forgot about. grenades. We give her just one of those, because really it should be unweighted. Rocket pod. That's actually kind of cool. Like a big one. Just to have one on us. I'll put that in the offloader. Because might I actually probably change out my Boca skeleton for my battle skeleton. Into the uploader. Or no, you two go in my backpack. How to arrange that? Let's see, do we want to fabricate anymore? Yes, definitely need some of these. As many as I can make at your facility. Reset, so that'll give us 15. Put it in our backpack. I arranged one last time. Make sure everything is stable. We have the auto binding and some good active skeletons, but no reason to be too risky. No reason. Back up into the EHV Magellan. Prepare the vehicle and head out. Did you get a cool patch? Introduced tomorrow to VR training and now she's totally hooked. She's already racked up a bunch of S ranks in the Porter Mastery program and received some cool patches for her troubles. Now she's obsessed with doing even better. Have you gotten your hands on any of these patches yet, Sam? I have not, but I haven't really tried any of the VR training. Probably something I should be doing. Benjamin Rivera. Maybe it just resonates. Oh, she's been experimenting with musicians' sounds and stuff that he's been making, and they've been having an effect on little Cairo buddies. Anyway, let's get out of this. And prepare.
Patched up and good to go.
Hey. Something I should look at while I'm thinking about it is go over here to search, delivery destination, mechanic, search. I get from Hartman, motherhood. I gotta go to him first. Damn it. That is gonna be a trek to get over there, so I might end up doing that little bit off stream after this today. I don't really waste too much time thinking about it. We are going to get down here to a certain point and get out of this vehicle. Hopefully we will have at least some kind of warning. I think I know the area that I'm going to as well. We will have very little warning, but we will have warning. Depends on how fast I go down this hill. Might even choose to I'm not sure how large the area will be. There it is. Yep. Screw your fruit drink. How about to get into a battle? I'm gonna be on or off the network. Off. There we are. Strong open, but those are only good for one shot. If anybody has been paying attention to my screenshots, I did come over here at one point just to get a screenshot of me valiantly diving into this thing as though I were fighting it by hand, which is definitely not something that you're capable of doing, because it will void out pretty much instantaneously. Blood grenade. I need to get off this rock. MP.
Your chance to turn that monster into a BT crystal you can use later. Take one of your EX capture grenades and toss it down its throat.
As soon as it comes up, Hartman, or Dahlman. God damn it. Oh, I called you Hartman. Gotta hit it just the right spot. There. And that's the thing, is you gotta wait until it's doing that, so it's like at the scariest moment possible. Because it was about to eat me. Like if I hadn't thrown that capture grenade into its mouth, it was going to definitely would have eaten me. And you will notice it creates a white crystal. A BT crystal, as she stated. But it looks very much like a chiral crystal otherwise. If we had defeated it normally, it would have turned into one of those gold ones. Yeah, but I had came down here at one point to get a screenshot. Just cool looking screenshot. I think it was only like my second or third. I think probably about my third? Something like that. But it was Sam essentially doing like a dive kick, like dynamic entry, as it was doing like the thing where it was rearing back and getting ready to eat me. But yeah, it was only for a screenshot. I try not to do anything like too story intensive, like nothing that's has anything to do with the actual main story. Like the little bit I have done off stream has been like sub orders and a few standard orders just to kind of build up my rapport with the different preppers. It gives me reputation. Ah, that was the word I was looking for. I knew it started with an R. Look at that. I'm just gonna... I haven't actually gotten a screenshot on here in a while. Like, why is the camera being weird? The big wavy part was me, but it's just... Jesus. I'm gonna do that. Can't see Sam or BB. Sam, Lou, or Dolman. That's something it likes to give you the option to do. I wish you could have multiple of these, but it doesn't seem to have like a layer option. I think we will stick with the Stranding 2 on the beach. Adjust this. That is the wrong one. I meant to be on this one. Haha. Push up here in the corner. Because I don't want to cover that up. And there you have it. A little bit of quick Death Stranding 2 photo mode tutorial. Very shitty tutorial. Yeah, I didn't explain shit about what I was actually doing. You can get into it and like adjust the aperture and like the focus of like things. It's really good. I'm pretty sure somebody that is a lot more technically minded about photography would be able to say a lot more. And while I am somewhat familiar with like photography and some of its terms, I am not fluent. That's a good way of saying it. Fun little bit. Not sure if anybody else can see it, but there is what appears to be a Japanese torii gate out there. I'm not even sure if I remember why that gate is significant, if it is significant at all. Might even avoid trying to take this just straight across the lake path, just because I'm gonna run into another BT, I think, down this way. Okay. Before we get up to the distro center, I'm gonna go ahead and leave our truck up here. There you are. And I don't have a rocket pod, so strongest opening I got. Have at thee! We fell, bitches. Come on, come on. Where are you at? Let's get this shit over with. Ooh. This guy's red. Oh, that growl. Is it gonna be one of the, like, cat ones? Yay, my battery's fully charged thanks to the solar panel that I refuse to take off my backpack. There it is. Like, I know there's one over here, I remember it. Oh shit, there's up on a platform. Where the fuck are you at, you kitty? On the other side of that building. You don't even know where the fuck I'm at. Well, on the other side of all of this shit. This is why we equip battle skeleton. Let me climb. Let me climb. Let me climb. Let me. Oh. God damn it! Why is it not letting me up? I know I can make that kind of a. What is it? Mantle. Right, come on. It was even prompting me because I could see the button prompt come up just before it would go away. Oh, it is multiple kitty cats. 3 by my count so far. I'm not counting a 4th, am I? Nope, just 3. 3 of these motherfuckers. Strongest opening I got. Yeet! Machine gun. Only need one of these motherfuckers alive, so the other 2 are dead. Ah, shit. Fine, you want to be next? You can be next. MP grenade, don't need MP grenades. They are a last resort in this situation. Fuck them. You stop that. I said stop that. I can't stop you. Stop you that time. Wrong button. Find myself hitting all the wrong buttons because I've been playing different turns. Like I kept trying to hit the button to pull up my Pip-Boy. I don't have a Pip-Boy. Or because you have Creation Club stuff that you can do now in Fallout 4 that is achievement friendly. So I've been playing around with, you could say, friendly mods. Oh shit. Fuck. Damn. Please stop trying to kill me. Long enough for me to change my weapon. Drop the shit. Grab thing. Throw it at that one. Get the fuck out of the way, Sam. We're gonna. And first time I've really been hit by one. I've grazed a few times. Pull up the goddamn weapon wheel. Why? Fucker, it's being so difficult. You, please, die. You. You will be my pets. Okay. EX capture grenade. Where the fuck is the big kitty? This one's gonna be hard. So that bullshit. was like, I hope that worked. But you're supposed to try and get it into their mouths, but obviously its mouth is a small hole. Head up. Don't want to forget these. Because Chiral is going to become very important. And not only for building roads. Should be one more path like that. There it is. Yeah, and I'm not too worried about running out of equipment or my equipment not being good enough, because in the event that my equipment isn't good enough, I have so much of it that it shouldn't matter. Because I run out of what I brought with me, I can just pick stuff up off the ground. There's stuff that is left behind by other porters everywhere. And when you're in those big fights like that, sometimes the little... they look like pure white versions of Sam will pop up out of the car sometimes and toss you some supplies. Super helpful in a pinch. Yeah, but always, like, if you know you're about to drive into a BT area, like, it's not always obvious, but always park well outside of it, because it can still pull your vehicle into the tar, which will damage your equipment and cargo. Onward! But it should be pretty smooth sailing from here on out. And also, there's like, we could have gone over to the road and driven all the way around, but it would have been much more boring drive. Would have been safer. A hell of a lot safer. But not nearly as exciting. Because that was kind of exciting. We did come kind of close to death. Hand is itching. I may or may not post a picture of my cat to my gaming stream. I do have, or my gaming stream, my gaming Instagram. I have multiple Instagram pages so that I can keep stuff separated, because I am weird, and while I like to keep things organized, I am bad at it. Over here.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Something to the wall.
Usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
This is a very good place for setting out to deliveries while you're up in the mountains. So that's why it's got a monorail and a road to it.
Was hoping I'd get to see you. It's me. Don't act like you've forgotten. Well, you didn't think it was Igor, did you?
I
Anyway,
recognize that
guess you
voice.
better process that cargo of yours.
Sorry, I just cracked my knuckles. My mic's still on.
Seeing flawless cargo like this makes me wonder how you did it. I can't wait to show everyone.
I get really excited about cargo.
I don't even know how many times you've come to my rescue, Sam.
Good old Victor Frank
All
from
right, it's time for you to do
Port
you
Knot
know what.
City in the first game. If I remember correctly, this suit has a particular look to it. A suit designed specifically for making deliveries. Same basic stuff as always. Stylish number of features. Illustrations by Junji Ito. It is an anti-BT effect, making it easier to escape from gazers and watchers. Not something we will really need to be using, as I will typically be facing them head on to collect their chiral. Or capture them.
Now
Firmware
displaying your
update,
current
no
order
new
grade.
upgrades. New upgrades and stuff would probably come from upping our standing with
You're a real
other
lifesaver,
preppers.
you know? I'm guessing you saw the Tar Lake out west of here, yeah? That's where the settlement known as Lakeside Fort Knott used to be. Whole place got wiped clean off the map by a void out. And since that day, the tar's been eating away at this facility. Some weirdness with the currents, or at least that's what folks are saying. But the stuff you just brought me, I might just be able to keep the tar corrosion at bay. Finally. I've shared some data with you as well. Feast your eyes on these grenade launcher and cargo catapult schematics, both new and improved designs. You'll find they're a damn sight better than stuff you used to use back in the UCA. Recently, folks living here have been talking about this group of guys in red they saw creeping around. Got something to do with Higgs, more likely than not. One more thing that's had us worried these days. But now that you're here, I think we can all finally take a breath. Before I forget, got a new suit design to give you as a gift. One favored by a prepper back in the UCAs, you may recall. Try it on for size, why don't you? It happened sometime after I arrived with one of the early expeditions. The giant BT showed up, made contact with residents, and boom, void out. Same old story. Massive void outs happen in the UCA too, remember? Or maybe you don't. Chiral network coverage was somehow unaffected. But unfortunately, thousands of people were caught in the explosion. And you know, every time this happens, I can't help but think about Igor.
Okay. So, during, like, Sam's morning time after he lost Lou at first, and maybe even in the time, like, of him leaving Bridges and all that, there was apparently a void out that killed thousands of people. And, like, it kept up network coverage because all the work we had done in the first game, of course, but holy shit. A lot of the places, apparently, that we were at, voided out. Damn.
Well, the grenade launcher has been configured to fire MP shells. Human, mech, BT, doesn't matter. You can use it against all types of enemies. Now, the cargo catapult still does exactly what you'd expect. Lets you fling containers to the tops of mountains and whatnot. However, you can now also use catapults to launch certain throwable weapons as projectiles. After launching a payload, you can use a catapult pod's integrated camera to tweak trajectory and aim for a specific point of impact. It's a way of attacking targets in hostile areas from a good, safe distance. Pretty cool, right? This stuff will come in handy, I'm sure of it.
I.e., if you set one up at a strategic location, or if you happen to come across one when you're playing with structures turned on for other players, you will be able to fire grenades, the missile pods, all of that from the cargo launcher, and have it essentially home in because you'll be able to control it with the camera.
Something like that. I suspect it was a squad of ghost mechs myself. I heard about you shutting down that weapons factory, but arms and ammo are still finding their ways into the hands of bad guys, aren't they? So Higgs is still stirring up trouble behind the scenes, I presume. We're attempting to develop methods to help folks put a stop to his activities. And the weapon data we shared with you is one of the products of our efforts. I tell you, a world where we don't need these damn things can't come soon enough. But on the bright side, we at least have some researchers who are based in Lakeside Fort Knott helping us out here. And if you're up for it, maybe you can help us with our work too. This is just how it went down back in the UCA. We think we were done for. Then the man who delivers shows up. Truth is, you're the reason I volunteered for the advanced expedition. The reason I was able to keep going. We figured if I did, I might get a chance to see you again. That BB pod you're carrying is different than I remember. Doesn't have my brother's keepsake attached anymore either. But hey, life's not just about things. Promise me you'll never forget Igor, Sam. He's gone, but he still feels so close, you know? Sorry. We should probably talk about work. An order with your name on it just came in. A request from a guy not far from here who spends his days fishing in the tar. Come to think of it, I believe he's one of the precious few survivors of the Lakeside Fort Knott Voidout. It's filed under sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Take a gander and see what you think. Right. I'll leave you to it. Keep on keeping on.
Fine work as always, Sam. Now come back to this ship and get some rest. Also, we've identified what may be a ghost mech outpost. I'd like you on standby. Your next order might be a dangerous one.
Order completed. Well done.
So Fragile has got us on standby because our next major order might be a very dangerous one. But in the meantime, we're going to recover all of the stranded ship's cargo and deliver it to up here. Deliver it to the fisherman. Sorry, I was having trouble reading the text on it. I have realized in my old age that I need to get glasses. My old age of not 20 years old.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Repair.
As good as new to me.
Yep. Or maybe I should get a. Should I get a sticky gun attachment? Nah, I'll be alright without the sticky gun attachment. Can't use a normal sticky gun from the cab. Anyway, what? Oh. and after we get done doing this, we will go to the DHV Magellan to advance the story of it.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
I am being dumb. Because I got distracted by the DHV Magellan being there. That's it again. Oh yeah, I've got my copyright machine. Add that. Add that. Wanna add that. Want to add all of these songs. I wish I could pick. I guess that's one of the new ones, so I'll just let it go. I forgot about this one.
Sensing
Kind of
EMPs nearby.
got out of.
Let's move quickly and grab the cargo.
I got out of there on a panic. Driving into the lake. Hey, there's the music. I'm gonna cut it off again though, because we do gotta go in here and do this. Looks like we're working off MP grenades. Oh, fight you motherfuckers. Now, we might not actually be able to fight this one yet, because if it's the big one for the lake itself, then that is like a sub-order kind of like story thing. It only comes out in like certain conditions. Yeah, I've probably never seen that climbing in Gurgan. Be it the white whale. Jesus Christ, it occurs to me that there's going to be a lot of people that may see this that are going to have absolutely no idea what kind of reference I just made. Jesus. To climb on top of what appears to be one of those giant whale-looking BT things from the first game. Oof. I'm not going to have enough cargo space to be able to carry it. Possibly not. This can be a little bit faster. Yeah, I think this is where we would come for the BT that is like the big capture, because there's certain BTs, now that we have the ability to capture them, that are going to be in certain areas. We can go and do those, go to those areas, fight those BTs, and capture them. And they won't come back once we capture them. So it's super convenient for not having to face super scary BTs. Or they do come back, I can't remember exactly.
Sam, did you hear that? Sounded like a creature of some sort.
Yeah, I've been hearing all kinds of fucking shits. I don't like any of it. But please don't make me fight anything until after I put this stuff down. Please, Hideo Kojima, please. I'm just a boy. Sometimes. Depends on who you ask. I've had a strange life. I've been going to the wrong marker! Got kind of lost in the music, not gonna lie. Have I been going to the marker? Oh, I was going to the right one. I'm going to the one I need to go to anyway. I got distracted. Can you tell that I did a full day's work before doing the stream? Gonna use our little crooked bite thingy.
Just like that, Sam.
Recover some of those blood levels because I didn't make any blood bags. Probably something I should do. It's like one of the few items that would... It's one of the few pieces of equipment that would replace anything in my backpack right now. Oh damn, there goes our music. But we're here. And we need to build a generator.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside the...
There you go. Deliver.
You got it back for me. You really went out and recovered every last container. Right, give me just a moment to check the damage. Look at how flawless this is. You did a brilliant job.
As flawless as recovering cargo can go.
Alright, use your Cupid to put me on the network.
A remote detonation grenade launcher. Sticky shells so that they attach and can be detonated at will.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Getting a lot of, I guess, firmware update and stuff. New upgrades, so Nothing.
So you hooked me up. Cheers for that. The
Nothing
Netwing
new.
should help me continue my pursuit of the Lord. Yeah, him. I wager you've heard him sing out by the Tar Lake, haven't you? Private fella, rarely shows his face, but when he does appear again, it'll be a bloody catastrophe. On a scale of what happened to Lakeside Fort Knott. Catch my drift? But it's my hope that the cargo you pulled over here will prevent anything like that. So, thanks again, Sam. Oh, and the data I shared with you is for a remote detonation grenade launcher. Humans, mechs, BTs, it's good against them all. Something tells me you're gonna need it real soon. After firing a grenade, you can use a switch on the launcher to detonate the shell manually. Timing is everything when you're in the middle of a fight, but you can also use this function to set up traps in advance from a safe distance. Comes in quite handy for me when I need to drive off nosy chiral creatures. You should experiment with it. The Lord of the Tar Lake, a monstrous fish, legendary round these parts. I went out with some mates of mine to try and finally catch the bastard, which is how we learned we weren't dealing with a fish at all. It's a giant BT. In fact, it used to be a pair of giant BTs. And one of them was responsible for the void out that reduced Lakeside Fort Knott to a smoking crater. Our ship went down in the chaos. My mates went down with it. I was the only survivor. Couldn't tell you how I got away from the wreck. Don't remember a thing. I woke up in the company of those twins. They're the ones who saved my life. But don't think that's the end of the story. I can still hear the Lord singing, the other BT. It's still out there. And we've got to do whatever it takes to kill it. The cargo you brought me from our ship is just the thing we need to track it down. I'll be conducting a detailed investigation. And when I've got a lead on its whereabouts, I hope I can count on your help.
Essentially, you do this order, or you keep up with these orders and everything, you will eventually face the Lord of the Tar Lake, which is this giant BT that you can capture. Might do that on stream, might just capture that and put it as like a video. But it is an optional part,
Really?
so...
The Lord of the Tar Lake is a threat we can't afford to ignore. It's a catastrophe waiting to happen. So I will need your assistance in the future. It's not the kind of enemy I can take on alone. I'll update you when I know more. Until then, stay safe and stay in touch, mate.
Order completed. Well done.
Alright. Got that said and taken care of. Can we call? Can't dispatch the ship. Back.
Take care, Sam.
Ooh, I almost forgot. I need to build a battery, don't I? Also, I might just let this song play out and not talk for a minute. Good song. Damn it, I forgot it was gonna get cut off. Fabrication, PCC one. Oh. There it is, put it on my back. Right here.
Nice.
cut off one more time. Ability, not storage. Materials. Gonna take out pyro as per usual, and then metal. Oh my god. For upgrading. The generator is made. At least to level 2. I didn't mean to activate the electric glass thing, but this should be fun.
With every goodbye we grow.
Structure successfully upgraded.
Just trace the circle of life. Oh, to find a place in your life. Until one day be enough.
Pretty sure we had already listened to that one, that's why I was skipping it. Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Let's see if we can find one of the newer songs. There it is. That's the one in particular I wanted to listen to. is a great song. It's a great song for just like driving and going along to the beat. Get into your sound. Like, you can't also be fucking up while I'm hitting wrong buttons. Yeah. Only one of us can be screwed up in this situation.
Sam.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool little apple.
Sam, based on our latest assessment, we know where the Ghost Mech base can be found. When you're ready, access the T3 Magellan's delivery terminal and accept this main order. I'll brief you on the details after that.
Alright, if this order is the one that I am thinking of...
Something wrong tomorrow?
Sorry, I stopped talking because I didn't know if there was going to be more dialogue there. But, might do this, Ghost Mech area here, and after that, we will be getting into the final bits of the game. Talk to Dalman first.
You slept well, yes? And you'll only need a short break before we can get to work. Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? It would seem that tomorrow's grown more adept at wielding her powers. All that practice manipulating the temporal properties of apples has helped her to gradually refine her technique. And now she can treat you to the literal fruits of her labor, perfectly ripened ones, no less. I heard what Victor Frank said about your BB pod. You used to have a different keychain attached to it in the past? Igor. Ah, yes. The corpse disposal team member that was caught in the void out with you that time. I see now. The keychain was a memento to remember him by. I've been mulling over the words Victor said to you earlier. He's gone, but he still feels so close. There's a universal truth in that sentiment. The closer we are to people when they're alive, the stronger the bond we forge with them in our hearts. No matter how much time passes, I still feel her presence. My daughters. No doubt you feel the same about Lou. One day, Sam, when you have a moment to spare, I'd like to tell you about my daughter and the strange events that changed the course of our fates. Ah, yes. I saw that you received EX capture grenades from the metagenomicist. To think that the parasitic chiral microbes you brought her could be repurposed to infect and birth variant BTs in such a manner. Namely, by combining BT crystals with your own DNA to produce BT cores. If this is indeed true, it's a truly incredible discovery. You have to test this theory at the earliest opportunity, Sam. I'm eager to see what happens.
Alright. Seems he's done talking to us. Toilet, shower. Oh, shit, let's get. Hey. Not like they're anything important anyways, just little cute interactions between Sam and the rest of the group. Eat a cryptobite, because we are going to be getting off stream here soon. I have got Salisbury steaks and mashed potatoes tonight for dinner. Didn't want anything too complicated after having to work and stream. Guess I didn't necessarily need to stream, but still. I thought the light down there at the bottom was something else to look at, click on, or whatever.
Ooh, you're wearing my scarf. You're wearing my scarf.
That particular little cutscene.
You saw his face too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It was him, Neil Vanna. I'm certain of it. That clearly wasn't a memory of yours. Was it some thought of Lou's lingering in the pod? Hold on. Lou was assigned BB-28 serial number 4 years ago, but Vanna died in a void out 11 years ago. It doesn't add up.
Meaning what? That it was his memory we just saw?
He and Lou must be connected. But how?
Yeah, pretty much everything Dahlman just said. We're gonna need some, guess, more MP grenades, because we're going to be fighting some ghosts.
Sam, the data you secured for us at the weapons factory earlier has proven invaluable. With it, we were able to continue our investigation and succeed in locating fabricators with similar specifications. I'll brief you in depth as you review the map. Accept this main order from the delivery terminal in order to proceed. Okay, Sam. The facility we've identified is here. An abandoned factory south of the F5 East Distribution Center. There are operational fabricators inside. More than you had to deal with for the previous order, in fact. And to make matters worse, it seems these ones are configured to produce ghost mechs. Higgs is likely pulling the strings at this factory too. So with that in mind, your main objective is as follows. Eliminate both the ghost mech fabricators and any hostiles you encounter on site. In addition, each fabricator contains vital data that we need you to retrieve and deliver to the Magellan. By analyzing it, we hope to gain insight into Higgs's activities and future plans. Tarman will give you the device you'll need to extract the data before you head out. For now, consider the route you wish to take.
Sam, you'll need to take this ring terminal expansion device with you again. Make sure it's in your possession whenever you attempt to access a ghost mech fabricator on site. If you have it with you, it'll automatically extract data from the fabricator terminal while simultaneously destroying it. Once you've disabled all fabricators, return to the Magellan with the device and submit it for processing. We'll handle the analysis on our end like last time. Remember that it contains special components that can't be reproduced by printers. Take every precaution to ensure you don't break it.
Stuff. I don't want to actually have it on me, despite what Tyron was saying there. much safer than Magellan. Or not Magellan. Alright. Gonna be a fight, but it'll be an exciting note to leave off on. And a good place to pick up on next time. I mean, next time we'll be picking up on order number 66. Jesus Christ. Apparently I've got Star Wars on the brain. Order 36. Um, 36 is, I think, 10 away from our point of no return. So if we've got 2 mini orders per stream, and we've got quite a few streams left before we're done with this game. But probably try to do a day when I have off, because things have been kind of a little stressful at work. Find a day when I have off where I'll do a long stream. And hopefully get a lot done all at once. Going off network. Could be approaching facility here soon. Nothing yet. I'm not sure if there'll be a cutscene, but I'm definitely planning on rolling in there with my double auto machine gun. What the absolute fuck nugget? I forgot about this. This is one of those big ones that saved pigs that one time.
Sam, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Just
Like
say it's
something
probably a little bit more
seriously big is
capable.
waiting for us.
I
Stay
don't
on
know
your guard
why
and
I
proceed
didn't.
with caution.
Alright, hear me out. Reload here so I can fabricate a rocket launcher or grenade launcher. Come on, there you go. Actually, I was reminded earlier that I don't want to expend all of my resources from the THP Magellan. I've gotten the majority of the roads and stuff built up. I want to keep some resources here for later. And then probably even loading it up before our point of no return. And at that point we should have all the upgrades and everything that come from just doing the story missions. Those particular upgrades that I'm thinking about, I don't want to give away what they are, because it's pretty cool, but they take resources, so you have to have the resources on Magellan or else you can't use it. Grenade, remote grenade. I'll make one of you. And screw it, I'll make some more MP grenades, because, you know, I said I needed to make MP grenades earlier, and I just didn't. Put it in the backpack. Back out. And there's Chicago. Arrange the stuff. I got it again. There we go. Ta-da! And honestly, I didn't really need to reload, but it seemed like the smart thing to do, rather than having to drive back up through all this, which I'm gonna have to do later anyway. But if I'll be able to do it, it's so much more comfortable. You. I am the artillery now. Probably gonna. Why did I fucking hit that button? I get ran over by my own truck. So many different buttons, so many different things. And the artillery.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
I'm gonna skip past the cutscene when it comes to it. We have already seen it. I think this is where everything happens. Yep. Already seen that particular.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Like something seriously big is waiting for us. Stay on your guard and proceed with caution.
Why are you doing this? So leave the truck out here just in case. It'll be our safe spot.
Don't forget the ring terminal expansion device, Sam.
I will forget it because I do not want it to get damaged. Last time I did this, it barely made it through.
Ah, I see now. They
Or is
build
it
ghost
want to
mechs.
stealth it? I was about to say we could always try to stealth it until we don't, but I'm not good at stealth. I'm good at heavy stealth. Don't want to get too close to that one, because he is a big boy. That's why I've been kind of just pelting them with fucking grenades from a distance. Might take a second, but it's safe. Just fucking die already, damn it. Definitely working off reserve ammo now. Fuck your tar. Shit. Let's say that's gonna hurt. But I believe, at least.
Sam, the ghost mech fabricators appear to have been activated. This could get very bad very quickly. We need to destroy them as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, that is bad. Not what I meant to do. Put the grenade launcher away, Sam. Go get our thing. Come on. Use a cargo thing. Okay. Apparently we cannot arrange cargo any better. Yep. Come on, hack him.
Okay, one less fabricator to worry about. And we've secured its data too. There should be 3 fabricators remaining. Keep the ring terminal expansion device safe and proceed to the next one.
Like, I know what I'm doing. Kinda. Not really. I'm trying not to die, damn it. Give me a break. Come on, hack. Here's the gunfire. Yes.
Great work, Sam. Only 2 more fabricators left to disable. Let's move.
Two on the bottom, arguably the most dangerous. But I have another grenade launcher, so. This is gonna suck. Oh, hi. Good to see you there. Yeah, but taking care of the big guy first is like so crucial.
One more fabricator to go. Is that the last of them? Right. All ghost mechs have been eliminated. Now, to deal with the fabricators. Use your ring terminal expansion device to hack into the fabricator terminals.
Before they make the movement.
All ghost mechs and fabricators have been destroyed. All that remains is to take the ring terminal expansion device with the extracted data back to the DHV Magellan for processing.
As cool as it is, I don't think we can keep it. So. Rah! Yeah, they definitely don't let you keep that, so. It was a fun little outright. And I guess it would have helped, or could have helped, but I'm pretty good with those, grenade launchers. There we are. I'm heading right up here and probably go ahead and call it a stream here in a second. It's been going on for 2 hours and 15 minutes, just about. Look at me not paying attention. Looking at my phone to see how long I've been on stream, because like I can check on my PlayStation, but it pauses the stream for a second. And I didn't want to do that. But I ran up a rock, so maybe I should have. You can hear the Magellan's chime. Kind of following the line that the monorail would take if it were operational. Go ahead and board it. Not gonna bother driving around to the front. Hop out. Repair the vehicle one last time.
Patched up, good to go.
And as Sam said, we're all patched up, good to go. Turn this in. And just after whatever dialogue we had after this, we will call it.
It's good to have you back, Sam. Now let's take a look at the cargo you've brought us. This cargo is in perfect condition. Great job. Tarman should have no trouble analyzing this.
Now displaying your current order grade.
New A-Pass enhancement displays vital information for enemies detected by the sensor. So we know how much health they have. So we don't accidentally waste bullets.
Our analysis of the data you extracted for us has yielded detailed records of deliveries to the factory. It seems both the materials used to manufacture those ghost mechs and the routes used to transport said materials were the same as those utilized by APAC. This indicates that APAC was likely involved in the production of these mechs.
Wait, could this possibly mean that Higgs and APAC are working together? We should watch what we say around the President.
We'll need to proceed carefully with our investigation. If APAC and the President did indeed have a hand in these activities, the security of our operations is entirely compromised. One more thing, Sam. Some of the data we received concerned ghost mechs outfitted with rocket launchers. I realize you didn't encounter this type within the factory, but it's possible Higgs may have already deployed them elsewhere. We need to prepare countermeasures for the DHV Magellan with all due haste. There's a specialist who can help us in South Fort Knott, just beyond this mountain. Putting F6 on the grid is one of our objectives anyway. For now, we'll make preparations in an effort to secure his cooperation. You should head to your private room and try to get some rest before your next order is ready. And Sam, good work.
Alright. So, that was the second ghost mech facility that we've taken down. First one was, no, I'm gonna recycle some stuff. First one was out in the desert, this one is at the base of a mountain. But both have heavy implications for, like, what is Higgs up to, what is he doing? Grenade launchers, I'm going to keep the grenade launchers, if possible. Probably with some grenade pouches. Either get rid of the 2 mini batteries, because they're not giving me a lot of extra battery, and put in some grenade pouches, or one of the extra ammo pouches. But nonetheless, it is for another time, and we're going to go ahead and call the stream here. It has been fun, we have gotten plenty done, and it has been informative, to say the least. So, kind of nice little screenshot, or vista, can I leave y'all with? Because it's on a slope. There we go. Come on, Sam, quit twitching.
Here's a quick breather.
I second that.
There we go. Thank you anybody that stopped by. Thank you anybody that watches in the future. All that stuff. I got food to go eat.